Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. You know, I need to get some feedback from y'all about this because this is really disturbing me. So, whatever side of the diaspora that you own, if you experiencing this in your culture, uh, I know I'm experiencing it in mine. Um, and when I say culture, I'm just talking about the United States of America in general. There's a consciousness. And this consciousness that I'm speaking of is, I mean, if it's any indication of how a society operates, it's pretty much how they treat their elderly people and how they treat their babies. And I've just been, you know, just so sad about all the babies that have met their demise because they got parents or step parents or whatever who really don't have any value on life, um, and they are willing to sacrifice these babies, kill them, just do whatever they want to because they get tired of them. It's like when they have, you know how when you have a puppy and when you first get it for Christmas or something, you're real excited about the puppy, and this is really what happens with a lot of people that aren't really committed to uh, responsible to being a responsible pet owner. So after about 6 months, when a puppy starts tearing up your shoes, and you don't have the time to spend with him and things like that, you don't have the wherewithal to know that the problem is you. So what you do is you start talking about the damn dog and how it's the puppy's problem. And pretty much the dog usually ends up in the humane society. Well, there's not a humane society that people can go to, and especially in the black community, they'd rather um, keep their kids and let them be in misery as opposed to putting them in foster care and I'm not saying it's always the best thing, but or adopt them out. And I'm not always saying that that's the best thing, but you don't want them, and what you're doing is destructive. A lot of us feel like, well, if I destroy him, then it's all good. And I'm bringing this up because, not only was I really disturbed by the Melea, the little girl in Houston, Texas, that was 4 years old, um, who had suffered all this damn abuse and still in the house with these adults, like a skull fracture, internal bleeding. She had been removed from the home, yet returned to the home. Um, I mean, how do you return a baby back to the house that you removed half of her skull from? Um, she had been. There's one time that she went maybe 3 weeks prior to going in that the baby was throwing up blood. Um, she was treated and sent home. A couple weeks before that, she had cuts to her forehead, blood outside the brain. I mean, how does this baby continue to get sent home? And I really want to say sent to hell, because that's not a home. And some of these people that do survive this type of abuse, what kind of adults do y'all think they gonna be? For those of us and people out there that get into a relationship with these kind of people, this is the kind of stuff that you don't wear on your body. You don't wear it on the outside. You can't see the damage that has been done. It's all on the inside. So this girl had a father. His name was Craig Davis. I don't understand why she wasn't allowed to stay with Craig and his family, and why he would insist on taking her after all of these suspicious types of drama. and violence that has happened to his baby. You sure couldn't have let me keep my baby in a house. If I wasn't married to the woman, my baby wouldn't have been staying in no damn house with her after all this stuff had happened to her. See, this is what I mean. You don't care about nobody. You can't care about yourself if you don't care about your seeds. If you don't care about the seeds and the plant, the pyramids that the universe gave you to replenish yourself, to uh, to be fruitful and multiply. You can't see that as not just, you just see it as a wow type of behavior, as opposed to the blessing that it is to be able to reproduce yourself, and how sacred that is to be able to reproduce yourself. And it's been relegated to low life behavior and nothing. You got people who going around having babies and beating them in the heads and killing them, burying them. I'm tired of seeing, sports stars and people paying for funerals for little damn kids that haven't even had a chance to live yet they're dead. Now, the person that has been accused of killing this baby now is Darian Vince, I think his name is, and he the one, he lied and said somebody stopped on the side of the road, kidnapped a little girl, and beat him in the head when he was in the car with both children. Some cockamamie crazy story like that. No, not just that. This is happening all over the country. We don't care. Right where I'm at, 26-year-old woman in custody after 3-year-old boy shot in Northside Milwaukee home. A 26-year-old woman was taken into custody in connection with a gunshot wound to a 3-year-old boy suffered on Milwaukee's North Side, police said. Police were called to the home in the 3300 block of North 17th Street shortly before 9 p.m., according to the release. The boy was taken into the hospital to undergo surgery. The police and Department of Children and Family Services are investigating. I don't have any more further information about that particular case. But the mama shot her baby? I mean, what, y'all? What? What about the couple, the white couple that starved all the freaking kids? Had them all. What is going on with you? Or using drugs and you own dope and you got your kids in the car and you driving and you ODing and the babies are in the car. Here's another one. Milwaukee law enforcement officials are investigating the death of a 2.5-month-old infant as a homicide. The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner Office said the incident took place Wednesday around 7:45 a.m. in the North 28th Street. The infant was taken to the Children's Hospital and pronounced dead. A suspect is in custody and the case will be reviewed by Milwaukee District Attorney's Office in the coming days. According to Milwaukee Assistant Police Chief Stephen Cabello, he declined to detail the relationship between the child and the suspect. It's probably a mama's boyfriend. Left her baby with some dude. And the dude mad because she got a baby for somebody else and not him. So he's looking at the baby and he don't like what he see because it ain't his seed. I mean, an autopsy will be performed later today. I'm sorry. I'm tired of y'all killing these kids. I'm so sad for these babies that don't have a chance. This is a gauge of our society. This is a breakdown. A serious breakdown. When you mistreat your elderly and your babies. With that being said, please tell me what y'all think. Is it just me? I mean, I need to go back to just being just totally stoned every single day of my life, because then I don't even have to think about this, see any of this. hear about any of it. Because I'll be too stoned to even know. Tell me what y'all think about this. All these babies being killed by people that have been adjured to guide them and direct them and be responsible for their safety and their love and their upbringing and their care. Y'all gotta leave me a comment. Alright, tell me what you hear. Tell me what you think below. I'm sorry. I'll see you in the next video.